All right, Shalom. So I had lost my access to the Portuguese history book, but I got it back. Man, it popped off my computer. I couldn't find it in Google. I couldn't find it anywhere. So what I had to end up doing, getting the whatever web address right off of the video that I did. So anyways, got it back. Gonna continue with this. I'm gonna start off right here. In the year 1502, and on page 99, one Alfonso Hoyeda went to discover terra firma and followed his course till he came to the province of Varaba. And, this is going to, anyway, the next year following, also one Rodrigo Bastidas of Seville went out with 2 caravels at his own expense. And, I was talking to Lex on the phone, man, and he said, what are the Portuguese doing across that line, right, of that treaty that I had shown before, the Treaty of Tordesillas? Hang on, I got it right here. What are they doing across that line? It's like right there, see? So they get just that tip of South America, and then Spain was supposed to be on this side. And this was signed by Spain and Portugal in 1494. And I think they say that Portuguese signing, the lands to the east would belong to Portugal and lands to the west to Castile. The treaty was signed by Spain 1494 and by Portugal 1494. Okay, so both of them. So if they're here in the year 1502, Alfonso Hoyeda, terra firma, came to the province of Varaba. Province of Varaba is Varaba. Oh shit! Hang on. There we go. Gulf of Varaba. You can watch TV, but I can't. It don't come up on the. Don't worry. Dang, why didn't it come up? Shit. Isn't it coming up? Images. So I see. It's South America. I had pulled it up before, but right here. Darien. I believe Uraba. See, it's in the same area. Uraba. Y'all see that? Gulf of Uraba. So they're past the line, right, where they're not supposed to be at, and past the time that it's supposed to be. 1502, Treaty of Tordesillas signed in 1494. Okay. So I got another video after this lined up, and I read quite a bit. I'm read up to 135, but I realized that I had 2 videos, so this was going to actually be its own video. So we'll continue right here, right? The next year following also, and just to be clear too, Alfonso Hoyeda, since it's talking about the Spaniards right now, this is not the Spaniards, it's Portugal. It's right here. 1469, the King of Portugal did let out for yearly rent the trade of Guainara, Lilstoria in the year 1508, one Alfonso de Hoyeda. So he's with Portugal. Okay. Guess I'm getting more meticulous. um, and the next year following also won Rodrigo Bastidas of Seville. That's what made me think, oh, were they Portugal or were they Spain? Because this dude's Seville. Went out with two caravels at his own cost, and the first land of the Antilles that he saw was an island, which he named Isla Verde, that is the Green Island, standing fast by the island of Guadalupe, towards the land, and from thence they took their course towards the west to Santa Martha and Cape de la Vela and to Rio Grande, or the Great River. And I think that might be Rio Grande, Texas. I'm not sure if they went up that far. And they discovered the haven of Zamba, the Coradas, Cartagena, Cartagena, which is in the same area as that Faraba I just showed you, and the islands of Saint Bernard of Baru. That's actually off the west coast of South America, Colombia, and Isles de Arenas, and went forward into Isla Fuerte and to the point of Caribana, standing at the end of the Gulf of Raba. That's how I got the Raba. So Caribana, I had to say the point of Caribana, Punto Caribana. But look at this point is a Antioquia. I say Antioquia. I said Antioquia. Antioch. So I had to look up Antioquia. Sixth largest department of Colombia. Um, okay, there it is. What is the meaning of Antioquia? Antioquia is the Spanish form of the male name Antioch. Okay, so we got an Antioch in South America. I don't think there was anything else here. Okay, so that's just a little tidbit there, and when I started looking at the treaty and seeing this 1494, I'm thinking to myself, damn, 1494, a lot of stuff happened in 1494. 1492, Columbus sailed the ocean blue, right? And so what I'm working on in my head right now is how did all these things happen in the same years? Because the Muslims only left Spain in 1492, so this the Spanish were just finished getting their freedom and taking the Moors out of Spain in 1492, and all of a sudden they're taking voyages across the world. They're and I thought the Dum Diversus was in 1492 also, but I'm wrong. It's 1452. And so they're under occupation still, but it's actually given to Portugal. And so I just got into this, and Portugal actually got out in the year 1139, I think, got free of the Moors. And so, well, what else? Yeah, well, what the final event was the fall of Grenada, 1492, and that's when they finally expelled the Moors. I mean, once and for all, expelled the Moors. I mean, expelled the Moors, right? Fall of Grenada. I'm not sure there was anything here. And I was, thinking, when did Portugal expel the Moors? And it seems that it's 1139, and we're back to Alfonso Henriques again. Right here. Alfonso Henriques became royal ruler of Portugal. Gradually became independent of Leon by 1140. He's calling himself the King of Portugal. And so Alfonso set about recapturing territory from the Moors. In 1139, he defeated the Moors at Ornrique. And this Battle of Enrique, and I was wanting to look it up, man. Okay, 1139. Let's look it up real quick, man, because um, I keep looking to see if that I always think of back in my mind, um, back to Coventry, Coventry. Um, and I know it says the Battle of Santiago, right? And it says, make sure we're still recording. Okay, we're good. It said the Battle of Santiago is when Afonso kicked out the Moors. Let me get this a little bit bigger. I just want to see real quick if the dates match. What did it say? 1139, right? The Great, he achieved independence in 1190. So you see, they're still pretty close. We were pretty far off before, man, but haven't found this. That's 1149, 1190, 40 years difference. 1139, and they're saying 1190. He achieved independence for Coventry in 1190. Okay, and if you go further in it, it's going to tell you that it was the Battle of Santiago. I looked it up, man. Do you know how many Santiagos there are around the world? There's more than 20 or 30 cities called Santiago all around the world. So we got that. Fall Grenada. So I just kept looking just to make sure it was the right date. St. James the Moor Killer, Santiago. Saw the forces of Portuguese. Okay. And this is when the Portuguese expelled the Moors from their country. And so it makes sense that they would be making a dumb diversus saying Portugal can go Alfonso V of Portugal, the Conqueror, 1452. Okay. But still, I still wonder how. Oh, and here it is too. There was another papal bull in that year. Where is it? Right there. Inter Caetera. Inter Caetera was a papal bull issued by Pope Alexander VI on the 4th of May, 1493, which granted to the Catholic monarchs, King Ferdinand of Aragon and Queen Isabella of Castile, all lands to the west. I believe they're going to say the west of that line that they said about in the Treaty of Tordesillas, whatever. It's like a longitudinal line, right? So and now they're calling the Battle of Enrique mythical. Dreamed that God offered him the crown and then defeated a vast army of 5 Moorish kings. His men proclaimed him Alfonso I, new king of Portugal. Although it meant breaking a promise to the Castilians, he accepted. And so, yeah, just some things that have been floating around in my head. Where do we get down to here? Because all this was actually about the precursor to the other video, the Darien scheme with the Scots. I forgot to mention that the Portuguese were already down there. I'm not sure what year the Spanish made it down there. It's going to be in the next video because it's in the further reading of this book. But Haven of Zamba, the Coradas, Carthagena, and the islands of St. Bernard of Baru, Islas de Arenas, and went forward unto Isla Fuerte and the point Caribana. And there was a native tribe called Caribana also, as far as I believe, standing at the end of the Gulf of Raba, where they had sight of the Farallones, Now I looked up this Farallones. It's the islands off San Francisco. I don't know, just a little side note. Standing on the other side, hard by the river of Darien. So, just whatever it is, man. Just wanted to point it out. Thought it was interesting. I'm gonna continue now with another video. With the rest of the reading, some interesting stuff coming up. All right, shalom.